Joe. Mambo. This is Issues, episode 1. Welcome, Kabisa, across the globe, across the world. Of course, Issues is amazing. We're just gonna talk about everything, rant about everything musical, everything that is on social media this week. Of course, we can't talk about everything, not really all of it. We just pick a few na tuangalie bana. What's actually going on? Gospel industry, gospel music, it's amazing. Unajua lazima watu wafanye gospel ndo watu waokoke, you understand. That's a very nice thing. I think genre ya gospel ni genre ambayo iko fiti sana yani. It's a very nice genre na pia it's a very tricky genre. If you're a musician and you decide to take or you decide to do gospel music, ni ngumu sana yani, you understand. But it's also easy. It depends on where you actually focus your music, where you get your inspiration. How do you actually want to do it yani? Inabidi umeconsider vitu mob sana. Lakini financial wise, I think gospel music is really doing good in Kenya right now. It's a good thing. It's a good thing yani. Of course, if you look at gospel music in Kenya specifically, it's very easy. You can come up with events, you can come up with concerts, in churches and all over the place, because gospel is needed everywhere. You understand. We still need to have people being saved. We still need to have people getting blessed and getting inspired. And gospel music is inspiring generations. And that's amazing. That's like the basis: inspiration, winning souls, bringing souls back to Christ. That's the basis of gospel at the end of the day. If your gospel music is not inspiring, if your gospel music is not winning souls, you understand, back to Christ, that's not really gospel music. But from 2010 to 2009, I think it's been really tough. It's been really tough. Gospel music has been diluted. It's different now. Of course, growth imekuwa kubwa kabisa kwenye gospel industry. Sound imebadilika. A lot of people are coming up with a lot of ways to actually put the message across. There's the urban gospel yenye imekuja, and I remember the first time it came really serious ni akina Jimmy Gate, back in the days. Jimmy Gate sana. I'm a big fan of Jimmy Gate, by the way, mpaka saizi. And I know anybody who loves serious music, actually gospel music, loves Jimmy Gate. Hata kama watu wanamtroll kiasi gani, but he's dope, man. Later on came Willie Paul. I remember when Willie Paul came from the US. He was in the US he was in Atlanta, United States. Alienda huko for a tour. He was on a tour for around 1 month, When he came back, he did Kwa Vile. That was just a revolution, pure revolution. It gave people idea of the kind of urban gospel music, in quotes, in your folk fanya and stuff like that. But also, issue ni urban gospel music came with a lot of stuff, a lot of pressure on the artist. There's the way they needed to live. There's a way they needed to dress. There's a way they needed to live in the society, like urban gospel musicians rather. And that, I think, is where the problem actually came up. The pressure became big. You're doing gospel, but you feel like you should do things, you should dress in a particular way, you should be in a particular situation, you should be in a particular environment. So I think the urban gospel kind of stuff infiltrated the system, and we kind of lost it as the gospel ministry. Gospel, I believe in the gospel ministry. I don't believe in the gospel industry anymore. But the pressures become big, because the Bible says you only you only get your food where you actually, on the altar. You understand? So come on, the gospel wanafanya, then that gospel should be able to give them food. As artists, they dress well, and that's how God wants it at the end of the day. But pressure imekuwa big kwenye social media. Gospel deals zinakuja. The music industry is becoming so versatile. You understand? Kuna endorsements ambazo zina happen. Some people are not even living on music anymore. Let's say Bahati, since he started the TV show na kitu kama hivyo, endorsements zake zimekuwa nyingi, zimekuwa kubwa, and naweza sema musically he might not be really doing good, but business wise is really doing amazing. But issue ni, how does the gospel artist live, you know? How does the gospel artist stay on social media? How does the gospel artist relate with people, you understand? First of all, the people were born again. The people were saved. The point is they're born again, and that's amazing, you understand? I've been looking at my social media this week, and Bahati has been crazy. The comments zenye ziko kwenye Instagram account yake, he's been replying to people the way he wants to reply to them, you understand? Somehow I can say it's very rude of him to actually do those kind of replies. Some of those replies you can't even talk about them, you know, on live videos or on cameras or anything. But people know this guy is saved, you know, and you still want to put him in a box. As a fan, you know, as someone who follows his music, you should allow him to live his life. If he decides to post his wife, you know, on social media, the truth is they've actually done a traditional wedding, so that's amazing. But the issue is, how does a gospel artist really live with people in the society, on social media, sana, because that is where the story is, that is where the conversation is actually picked from, na vitu kama hivyo, you know. When Bahati replies to someone on Instagram leo, mpasho itapiki hiyo reply mo iko hapo, you know, the radio, the TV, the tabloid journalists out here, they'll take that reply and create a story out of it, na itakuwa kubwa, itakuwa viral and stuff like that. So sometimes we box these people unnecessarily. I think we should just allow them live their lives. We should allow them be true. We should not forget that they're human beings who have families too, you know. I mean, there's no way you're going to troll Bahati online or Diana Marua online, you know, and you just expect them to, you know, these people will try to bite you just because she was saved, you know. They believe you should not reply. You should not be mad because you're saved. I think that is the box Kenyans are actually putting Bahati in right now. Because comments zenye ameweka kwenye social media yake sana Instagram. I looked at one last week. He was actually telling someone, kama una girlfriend ya kupost, unaweza enda wewe uendelee kufanya. I'm a sense of that, you understand? And I was shocked. First of all, nika check kabisa ile Instagram account yenye reply that message. It was actually Bahati, because it's a verified account at the end of the day. So pressure inakuwa kubwa kabisa kwake na kwao kama gospel artist. You understand? If the pressure becomes too much, this is the exact same pressure Kenyans actually put on Willy Paul, and Willy Paul could not take it anymore. I believe Willy Paul alikuwa afanye gospel and forever. But, you know, Kenyans put a lot of pressure on him, and one day he just decided, like, yo, this is what you Kenyans want me to talk about. This is what you Kenyans want me to reply kwa video zangu YouTube, unanitusi, nikiwatusi kuwa juu, and he played that card, na mpaka saizi unaona mpaka aliachana na gospel, vitu kama hivyo. The pressure was very unnecessary, and that's the same kind of pressure Kenyans are putting on Bahati right now, you understand? Bahati posted a picture akiwa na bibi yake Diana Marua. Kenyans say ni you know, metuchosha, siji Diana Marua ni shosho, you understand? They abuse, they troll the guy on social media. I think venye manage to hold kabisa the trolls zenye ziko kwenye social media, I think it's a very pure skill, sababu kuna watu ambao hawezi manage kabisa, including me kabisa. When somebody trolls you on social media, I think it's not a good thing. Cyberbullying is a big issue, specifically to the artists who are actually out here, and we Kenyans, or we the fans who actually follow these musicians, we think that they ain't human beings. They should not actually say enough is enough. When you want to cyberbully someone, you should picture yourself kwa situation yao, ama kwa kiatu yao, you know, in that particular position yenye wako saizi. I think I defend Bahati because I feel he's been bullied for a very long time. This is the same way Kenyans bullied Willy Paul, mpaka Willy Paul akamua sema, sasa ni gospel mko hivi, basi sasa tufanye secular, maisha yaende. So if you guys continue bullying Bahati the way you do it on social media, Bahati na bibi yake na EMB na kila kitu, you know, you're going to push this guy, you know. I join in the secular music, yani sasa nasema kama hivi ndo mnataka, basi sasa ni wapi hiyo hapo. There's an issue here, is new music Taniwa featuring Boondocks Gang. I think it's a very good record, for real. I think it's a very good record. Gengeton is out here. Gengeton is a genre imekaa for a long time. We have to appreciate, even though I don't really buy into it sana, but we have to appreciate the fact that Bahati decided to put Boondock Gang on his record na sio msanii mwingine ama sio group nyingine, you understand. It's 2020, it's a very new year, and Gengeton music is toning down a little bit. They need to package themselves and put themselves in a very nice position, you know, as musicians, as Gengeton artists. So one of the biggest ways to actually do a collaboration with someone like Bahati, you saw what Sailors did with Naya the other day. Finally, we're getting Gengeton out of that box here, quite chafu, and we're actually doing nice music, proper lyrics and everything. Bahati's collabora Boondocks was timely, you know. Hiyo ni point ingine tena ambao Wakenya wamechukua control. You're questioning the kind of gown he's putting on, kama priest in the video and everything. If you want to look at Bahati, hata venye na smile useme ako Illuminati, you know, venye anavaa Illuminati. Ukiona amevaa pete Illuminati, what the rat do you think you are though? It's not fair, you know. This is issue, and we're gonna be as honest as possible, you understand. I think it's been unfair. The kind of trolls Kenyans have actually put on Bahati on social media, it's been pretty unfair, and we should just give the guy a break, you know. Let him do whatever he's doing. The collaboration was timely. It was a very nice collaboration. Congratulations to him and Boondocks Gang for coming up with that, because Bahati, I believe, is saved. He's born again. That's what I know. That's what I believe in, because that is what I see. That's what he actually confesses every day, you know. He confesses salvation, and that's amazing. So the thing is, let's not put unnecessary pressure, of course, on Bahati and gospel artists. At the end of the day, these people are human beings. You saw what Masterpiece did. You saw what Masterpiece said about Bahati. The other day, I saw the stuff online on blogs and everything. I spoke about it on my program. These people are human beings, and maybe wanakosana wao kwa wenyewe chini ya maji, but tukiwa face na hizi vitu, they reveal things zenye hata they none of our businesses, lakini because tunaweka unnecessary pressure on them. These are gospel artists, these are ministers, I believe so let's treat them like gospel artists. Let's treat them like ministers. Treat kama watu ambao wanapitisha ujumbe, injili, kila kitu iende vizuri. That's a very big issue, man, because I think gospel is big in Kenya right now. Gospel music is big in Kenya right now. It's very huge in Nakuru. And Nakuru is Kenya, man. So unnecessary pressure. You look at Bahati, venye anavaa Illuminati, venye ana smile Illuminati. You want to troll his wife on social media. You want to troll him on social media, and you want him to just sit there and look at you like, yeah, I'm a gospel artist. I'm not gonna talk about it. The two replies Bahati amepeana kwa watu ambao walimtroll Instagram this week, they are shocking. Definitely, they're very shocking. But at 5 kwamba binadamu tu, you know, sometimes I feel tunamfika juu, and he has to speak about it. And when he speaks about it, pengine people won't like it. So what do you expect though? Issues, episode 1. Let's respect gospel artists na tuwaheshimu, treat kama gospel artists. Cyberbullying lazima ishe kabisa. Bahati anafanya vizuri na demo yake. You know, I believe our gospel industry is doing good. Our gospel ministry inafanya vizuri sana, you know, and this gospel artists should actually eat and make money out of this gospel, you know, ministry they're doing, because that is what actually God called them to do. And when God calls you to do something, he has a way of making you earn from that, you know. So kama Mungu amemwekea njia zake zingine za kutengeneza ambazo ziko sawa, ziko very legal, fresh. I think it's very unfair to bully gospel artists, man. I'm out. Issues. YouTube, Calico TV.